So Gorringes are on view yet again. We are on view for our sale on the 12th of July. The summer marches on, and another busy full weekly sale. So what catches the eye this week? How about this lot 1401? It's a rather splendid accordion. I mean, these things always look absolutely amazing with this sort of faux mother of pearl. This one is Antoria Ludwig. It is signed up on the front and looks to be all complete. I understand that they're really quite difficult things to play, but if you fancy a go, it's unlikely to be expensive. They're not highly contested items. So that's 1401. Trying to tempt you into learning to play the accordion, and what a thing to do. Now this caught my eye. It came in just from a sort of general clearance, actually in with something else, but I picked it out. We have this pen and ink with wash, old mastery looking thing, perilously torn down the side here, but on the back, lovely old label here. Look at this, from the collection Murian at the Hotel Drouot in 1858 it was bought, and it was catalogued as sort of manner of Claude Lorraine. So nice French label. We've got an Edward Hardy, that's the sort of book plate collector's label there. So that's an interesting thing, isn't it? That's lot 1565, modest estimate on it, but it might go on and make a little bit more, one of those curiosity lots. So what else have we got in the sale today? Well, herons, quite a lot. If people like herons, they seem to really like herons. And so these little Heron Ornaments, there is the mark, the Heron mark, Hungarian porcelain. And they like this sort of fish scale looking finish. Very expensive in the shops, very expensive. So there's a cluster of animals there, which are lot 1271, but there'll be other lots further on going through the sale, and they all do rather well. Other things that do rather well, Cherie Valentine Danes, there's a name for you. She paints on, does these sort of impressionistic works. These are not originals, these are limited edition prints. Now, she has been known to pop up on cruise ships. They like selling her art, and these are these limited edition prints that look like a painting. They've got the texture. Limited of 195, that's got 1581, in at about £100. There's a couple in the sale. Drifting further along the line, nice glassware. Here's some Waterford glasses here. Classic clean pattern, that Waterford. We've got 7 of the larger, 8 and 7, so you don't only invite 6 people around, and then you can afford to break one. Lot 1318, Waterford always does okay. There's also some Moser glass in the same lot. Very flash those, and again we've got we've got 10 of those, so 8 of those, so you can have 8 people around, just don't break them. Otherwise, there's some silver over the back. I'll go and have a look at that in a second when I can sort of get near it, because it's all sort of going on as ever. You know what this place is like, we're full of stuff. But coming round the corner, what else catches my eye? Well, how about this? This is again another sort of expensive thing, Royal Crown Derby, and this is Derby border pattern, and quite a lot of it, as you can see. Probably the same estate as the glassware and the heron. And there's a good run of plates, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, about 12 plates, about a dozen plates there, and all the other bits. So very expensive stuff. Now, I really like these. I saw these in a house in Linfield, and the lady was selling up, downsizing, as they say. And most of the things had gone from there, but the wall lights were still there. And these are rather lovely, aren't they, with these little sort of winged figures, caryatid like figures on the branches. A pair of those, lot 1346. And they're rather lovely things. I think they should make about sort of £300–400. There were some even better ones from there, but you'll see those in the fine sale. Up on top, as ever, various artworks. We've got Wedgwood, Jasperware. We've got a whole run of Chinese textiles, some of which did very well in the last fine sale. And then going around the corner, some other little gems. How about this lot, 1406? Nice little tea caddy there, tortoise shell, which you know now, don't you, that that's turtle shell, not tortoise shell. And if you get this sort of blooming on it, where it's gone a bit dull and looks a bit sort of, you know, off colour, you just get some baby lotion, baby oil, and you rub it in, and bang, it comes up all glossy and shiny again. So there we go, that's a little restoration tip. Looks to be pretty good order. A couple of little cracks and splits around the back. We open it up. It's got ivory around the edge. It's got its original inner lids. Looks like original foil to the inside. So nice little thing that. That is lot 1406. It's slightly late in date when it spreads out to this foot. It's probably sort of nearer 1840. But still, that should be a good sort of £400 or £500 or so. We shall see. There's some general medals in the sale, nothing to get too excited about, but there's sort of nice, lots of First World War medals scattered about. Then I'm ignoring those weapons because they're not in that sale. How about a Tantalus for you? Why is it called a Tantalus? Because it tantalizes you, because when it's locked you can't get them out, so you're tantalized. And with this classic sort of late Victorian Edwardian model in golden oak, you crack the lock, which is a Bramar lock, famously difficult to pick, and if you lose the key, famously blooming awkward to get a replacement. So you unlock it and then you have access to the booze. Repeat, there we go, decanters out with their silver labels on them, no less, look at that. And then inside we've got some the glasses fitted for your whiskey or otherwise. You've got these lovely little plated, are they plated? Yes they are plated dishes. Got to be the originals, I would think, because where else are you going to get something to fit? But they're plated, maybe they're little ashtrays or nut dishes. And then in the base, shall we have a game of cards? Yes, let's. There is the tray down there fitted. It's slightly oh, I know why it's difficult coming out. Clown, get the key out of the way. There we go. So there we go, we've got a cribbage board, some lovely Victorian playing cards, Woolley & Co playing cards, look at the backs of those, and then some bone counters to keep track of who's winning or even wager some money on. So there, that's great fun. That's what, 14, 20, oh, get it back, come on. One little bit of wood missing there, please note. Otherwise looks perfect as far as I can see, but that's not a condition report. Look, 1422, there we go. Good fun that. Probably I'd say about £200 to £300. Should be that sort of area. Over the back, poor Annie. In came all these little wrapped up parcels of bubble wrap, and inside each one was a Swarovski Crystal thing. So we have these remarkable Swarovski Crystal lots here with flowers and flamingos and all sorts here. So they're broken down into a number of lots from 1460 to 1463. If Swarovski is your thing, and a lot of people love it, then I'm sure these are quite expensive, and some are no doubt more collectible than others and what have you. So Swarovski Crystal there. We've got some more little heron people up here, heron animals up there. Otherwise, ivory still going through. I keep saying to you it's going to get outlawed, but it still hasn't been yet. So we've got this rather nice Corpus Christi up here. That's got some lovely age to it, hasn't it? Beautifully weathered, nicely carved. Look, European, probably German, I would say that one, 1448. Or if you prefer something more Asian, then this carved figure here, 1446. I like the vase as well. This has got a lovely aging and weathering to it. That is lot 1447. So some more ivories there. There seemed to be Murder on the Links bags. The Christie, grief, look at that. It looks like it's been well read, I think we can safely say. Lot 1468. And it's, let's have a look. Started now. Shouldn't have done that book. So there we are, 1923, dedicated to her husband. There we go. So that's 1468. Had an active life, but I imagine if it's one of her earlier works, then it'll be fairly rare. There's some lead soldiers, there's some fountain pens, there's always a load of watches and things. How about a bandsman's baton? Lot 1481. There we go. What's it say up the top? Presented by PM Ritchie, F. Huggins and Mr. Brio. To 46 South London BP in 1915. There we go. So that's don't get too many of those. Got 1481. Salvers, mirrors, claret jugs. A good run of silver under here, from Russian baskets to silver candlesticks and salts, and that looks to be very Indian to my eye. Possibly Ceylon. Lots. That is. Indian one, yep. So there, so a whole load of mixture of different sort of silver and things. This is kind of cute. Look at that. This little matchbox holder with the owls upon it. Lot 1769. There we go. Finally got a lot ticket with an estimate. Nice little thing that. £50 to £80 estimate. So all sorts of goodies in the sale. We'll go over the warehouse and see what's going on over there. So here we are in the warehouse, and it's heaving with furniture to the point where we've sort of filled up the aisles, and they're going to have to be decluttered for viewing, which leads me on to saying, if you're thinking of bringing furniture into us, please telephone first, because we can't always take it, because as you see, it's there's lots of it. Anyway, I've just got off the rostrum this morning, and it's all, I have to say, in the main, the furniture's not doing too badly, albeit at sort of readjusted prices now, but saw a bit of a lift today in what was wanted and what people were paying. So anyway, what have we got that I can show you? Well, a big old oak refectory table there. Has it got a lot number on? That's a good start. It's lot 1045. It's not old, but it's a good solid thing and nicely made. It's got a little bit of scuffing to it. There's soft furnishings like this pair of armchairs. Upholstery looks pretty good. They look like they were expensive new. Lot 1005. Further on down, classic sort of Victorian bonheur du jour. So this is inlaid walnut. It's got a later leather skiver with a little mug stain on it. It is lot number 1036. There we are. The drawer has what looks to be original divisions inside, so it could have even been used something like a dressing table. Little drawers up the top, and then a locked cupboard in the middle. So otherwise, these always go well. Pine washstands with slightly better sort of raised back here with this little, almost like a scroll. It's trying to lead the eye into thinking it's a scroll feature. Sort of washstand chest, lot 1035, and then this decorated chiffonier base. What do we do to make a chiffonier base sell? Well, I think we paint Charles Baker and Co over it and make it look like it's an old tailor's cabinet or something, which I don't think it really is, but anyway, it's got a bit of, someone's doing their best there to see if we can boost the saleability of some of this furniture. There's not a bad at all. George III mahogany chest on chest, sometimes called tall boys. It's got a brushing slide. It's faded to the front, richer to the sides, lot 1012. So, as ever, all sorts of furniture here. By the time you get here to view, you'll be able to get around and see it, unlike me, and see a bit more. But just sort of cast them around, there's bits and pieces, all useful stuff here, as well as the odd little gem in amongst it. So do come along and see us. It's good to come and view. You really does make the difference. You don't just see the things you plan to see, you see the things you didn't plan to see that you actually decide you like more than the thing you planned to see. Any sense at all whatsoever. So there we go, good stuff. We're here as ever for all the inquiries and what have you, and look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you.